What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a first of sorts for me. One, it's a Brazilian band. I haven't covered any Brazilian bands in detail. And two, it's a band I don't know a lot about, to be honest with you. So let's get right down to it. It's a band called Dr. Sin from Brazil that they formed late 80s, early 90s, not quite sure the year. And it's a three-piece band. Ivan Busic, two Busic brothers, and Andrea Busic, and a young Eddie Van Halen type guitar player. I'm going to mess this name up. Eduardo Ardanuy. But he was really good. He was even played with Stevie Vai, and Stevie Vai recommended him. So yeah, you know he's got to be really talented. Anyway, the band released, I don't know, 7 to 8 studio albums since '93 when this came out. And just to summarize it up real quick, they eventually, in the early 2000s, the sequel to this, Dr. Sin 2, I think it was like 2000, 2001, they recruited Mike Vicera from Loudness and Obsession. And he left a year later because the band was based in Brazil. He's from here, the US, so he kept flying back and forth. It was just too much. Anyway, this debut album is what I'm going to be talking about. It's so-called hair metal hard rock from the late 80s, but came out in '93. You can hear it in the background, the style. And I never knew about this band until maybe about 10 years ago or so, and I saw them on YouTube. I'm like, who the fuck is this? They're really amazing. And this is the only pressing ever by this band. The Brazil press from '93. None of their other albums have ever been released on vinyl, and this is the only pressing of the debut. So I saw it on recommended videos on YouTube, I think like 10, 11 years ago, and I'm like, damn, these guys aren't bad at all. And so I just wanted to cover it, and they released 3 songs. The first song, Emotional Catastrophe, this is side 2 playing. Emotional Catastrophe starts out with a really quick drum and a guitar intro there, and that was released as a video. There's a single on YouTube. I can play it here to let you see how, if you like it or not. And then they also had I like the song Stone Cold Dead. It's about the drug addiction and their friends dying from drug overdoses. It's a really good song. And then there's a song called Fire Burns Cold. It's a really catchy chorus. It's like, too late to cross the line. Da, 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 da. It sounds cheesy when I do that, but it's really good. It's catchy. I can play Fire Burns Cold right here to give you an idea. The next one is You Stole My Heart, a video and a power ballad, and typical of the time period of the sound. And I can play a clip really quick here of You Stole My Heart to give you an idea. Now on the second side, you have Valley of Dreams, which is playing in the background. You can hear a little bit of it in the guitar. Like I said, the guy was still is a hell of a guitar player. He's just not as known. I call him kind of like the Eddie Van Halen of Brazil. And then they did a cover of Have You Ever Seen the Rain? I think that's CCR. Interesting choice. And then the last song, Scream and Shout, was also released as the third and final single, and it's probably the second best song, or third best song on the album maybe. And it's the last song, and I'll play a clip of Scream and Shout here. that's Dr. Sin debut, and you can see the back here, 3-piece, pretty boys, pretty much. And Eduardo left the band in like 2016. I read. I think he had his own studio solo album or two. Like I said, I don't know much about this band. Then after this album, they released an album called Brutal from 1995. I might have heard 1 or 2 songs off of it. I don't remember. It's more hard. It's harder and it's more like progressive. They became harder and more progressive. I read after this album, but I wanted to get this album for a while. It just I never thought much about it. Then I saw it on Discogs. I'm like, holy shit! And it's a U.S. seller and it was really cheap, so I picked it up, never thinking I was going to get it. So that's why I made this video, and I might throw a couple links in the description at the end here when I'm done of other songs from their other albums, just to see if you like that or not. But I read where it's harder, more progressive than this standard hard rock and 80s sound. So I just want to make that quick video because my last video did shit. It didn't get hardly any views for Freak of Nature. I'm not sure this one will get even half of that because it's a band a lot of people don't know who the hell it is, unless this goes in Brazil, and then yeah, maybe they're pretty popular in Brazil. But anyway, that's Dr. Sin. I just wanted to make a quick video because I haven't gotten around to doing it yet, and I'm still going to do that White Lion discography ranking soon. So that's all for today. I hope you have a good week. Rock on, keep the horns up, YouTube. And if you have any suggestions what band I should talk about or albums I should talk about, let me know. Even if I don't have the record, I'll just try my best. So peace, I'll see you soon.